Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your man Valentine, baby. Coming from on the grind. Man, I know it, you know, it looks like it's sunny outside, but that's fake sun, y'all. So, you know how it's gonna go down. Inside. Home edition style, inside edition. That's how it's about to go down. But now look here. Last week, I was talking about this young cat who was talking about using the N word and how he can use it anytime he wants or anywhere he wants, because right now the N word doesn't have the same meaning. And him being a white person doesn't understand the meaning of this word. So I'm just going to rebut that today. And today, I'm not going to go any further than this one, because if I explain it and give you an education on why you shouldn't use the word and you come back with something else, it means nothing to me anymore. It just means that you are not paying attention, or you're not listening, or you're not educated enough. So that means you need to go get an education to make sure that you understand why this word means whatever it means to all black folks. So hopefully you can get it and you can understand it today. You understand what I'm saying? Now, so this young cat was saying he likes to use, he said he doesn't want to disrespect me. You know what? Bruh, you are not disrespecting me, because you can't. I'm a black person forever. Every single day I've been a black person. And what you need to do, you need to make sure you look at me and understand that I've gone through the name calling, the police brutality, the systemic racism. You feel what I'm saying? So you are not disrespecting me. You are disrespecting all the people that came before me that had to suffer because of that name. You understand what I'm saying? So this name, this word, dehumanizes, discriminates, and depicts hate, brutality, systemic racism, systemic oppression. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what this word, when you say that word, this is what it conjures up in a black person. This is what a black person feels. You understand what I'm saying? So when somebody calls a black person this name, it conjures up all those feelings. And it conjures up all the feelings of hate. Because listen, this word, this name has been used in the 60s on black people, in the 70s on black people, in the 80s on black people, in the 90s on black people, and now in 2000s, it's still being used. And it still represents the same type of hate. And if you think, as a white person, that you can just use this word anytime you want with your boys, no, you cannot. That's what I'm saying to you. As a white person, keep the N word out your mouth. So that's what you got to do. You need to understand what the word represents and what it means. Because listen, I've been through where I've been called the N word running from white dudes who are chasing me. And I don't believe that them calling me the name and chasing me, they wanted to be my friend. Nor when I was walking, this dude comes out of a house and says, you need to go back home to where you came from, N-word. And next thing I know, he's like, yeah, he has a shirt on that says, what? KKK. So I don't think he's saying whatever he's saying to me to be my buddy. You feel me? So for you to insinuate that you can say this word with your friends at any time you want, dude, as a white dude, you need to keep the N-word out your mouth. And you need to go and get educated. Go do some research on black history and understand in the 60s, how they had horses, they had water cannons, They had batons, beating people and calling them the N-word. Do you think all the police that was beating all these black people wanted to be their friends? No. So for you and your boys, or whoever you talk to, or whoever you with as your friends, that you think that you can use the N-word as a white dude, keep the N-word out your mouth. Understand what the N-word represents. Understand that the meaning has not changed in 400 years. If it's still being used today. Because we know that it's been used and you heard it. So if you are sitting there still thinking that you can just use it anytime you want, no, you cannot. As a white person, white people, keep the N-word out your mouth. So look at me. Understand, I'm a black man. And I'm trying to explain to you what this word represents. Because I've been there. And I know for a fact when I'm being dragged out the police car with my hands out and the police officer saying, get on the ground, N-word. I don't believe he's trying to be my friend or my buddy. You know what I mean? So young dude, keep the N-word out your mouth. Try not to say it ever again. Make sure that I want this for you. I want you to make sure you get yourself educated enough to make sure that you're out with some of your friends, that if any one of your friends even just whispers that word, you will set them straight and let them know you cannot say that word because you're not supposed to say it, nor is anybody else. Can you feel me? So like I said before, white people, keep the N-word out your mouth. That's all I'm going to say to it, dog. You know how I feel. Hey, this is how it is. The N-word needs to stay out your mouth. Now, we are going through a pandemic. And remember, this pandemic does not discriminate, man. The only thing that discriminates is the pandemic of racism. Because we have got global reckoning to do. You feel me? So, we need to sit there and stay safe. And in order to stay safe from the virus, we need to wear a mask, social distance, hand sanitize, wash your hands, stay out of the big crowds. Because Kamala Harris says it. Racism has no vaccine. So we're waiting for one for the virus. You feel me? So we need to stay safe. And remember, people, we cannot erase history. You know what I mean? All we can do is make new history. So let's make new history by never, ever uttering that word. So again, white folks, keep the N-word out your mouth. Yo, I'm your man Valentine, baby. If you think it's your time to shine, you need to get on the grind with your man Valentine.